Alright guys, what is this? Your boy X coming at you guys with another video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about, pretty much how I was able to buy a house. Now I know what you're thinking, okay, yeah, you bought a house, but how did you do it? It's very simple, but for some reason people think it's very complex. Why? Have no idea. But I'm gonna break it down for you today. I'm gonna show you the way. I'm gonna show you the way. Forever. Let's get into today's video. Alright guys, what to do? So it's your boy X here. Thanks for coming to my channel today, and we're gonna talk about pretty much how I was able to buy my home. And pretty much, like I said, it's very simple, but to some it seems like it's like very complex, like doing trigonometry on the water or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna help you guys out. Why? Because y'all finna hit this like button and smash the subscribe button for me. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that you gonna do it. I know a lot of people don't do it. They be like, I ain't subscribing to this guy. He ain't doing, he ain't nothing special. But you gonna subscribe. And that's why I'm gonna let you in on how I did it and how I do it and how you can do it. So pretty much how it works is you go to work. But seriously, work plays like a fine print in how I got my home. Because like I said, I'm just an average guy. Nothing special about me. Trust me. If I can do it, you can do it. And I feel like everybody should be doing it. But hey, some people have different problems. But if you here, hopefully you're one of the people who are trying to do it. And pretty much working. Like I said, I'm not rich. I'm not wealthy. I ain't got it. So working is your main tool to get it. Your next main tool is knowing what you can buy and knowing what you can afford. Now, I'm not talking about home prices. I'm talking about your everyday living. Everyday living is what I'm talking about. You gotta know what you can actually buy and what you can afford. This technique here is gonna change your world. Change it. Blue gonna be purple, purple gonna be turquoise. It's gonna be ridiculous. So just hear me out. Once you learn what you can buy and what you can afford, and what I mean by that is this. Example time. I like examples. So let's say you work 10 hours a day and you make $10 an hour, right? You work 10 hours, get $10, you just made $100 in one day. Now after tax, we're gonna say you make $90. Now, for an average person, let's say a young man like myself back in the day, I used to make my little $90 after taxes and be like, right? And then back then, I didn't know what I can buy and what I could afford. Because let me tell you, if whatever I wanted cost 60 and I had 90, I can afford it. Now that seemed like perfectly sound logic, right? But it's not. Ooh, what does he mean? What is he talking about? 90 is more than 60. True. But the reason why I say what you can buy and what you afford, if it costs 60 and you got 90, you can't afford it. Why? If you can't buy whatever you're trying to buy 2 to 3 times over, you can't afford it. For instance, Jeff Bezos want to buy a burger, he can buy everybody a burger. So buying a burger is nothing to him. If Jeff Bezos wanted to go buy a Tesla, Jeff Bezos can buy probably a whole state of Tesla. So it's nothing to him. And what I mean by that is he has enough money in reserve, in his savings, invested to cover that said person 2 to 3 times over. Whereas an average person, you don't. And that's the idea you have to wrap your mind around. So, can $90 afford a $60 purchase? Truthfully, yeah, you go in there and buy it. But notice, that's you buying something. That's not what you can afford. Now, let's just say you make a $20 purchase and you got $90. Now, that's something you can afford. Because you can make 3 of those purchases with that 90 and still have money left over. That's being able to afford something. Your first purchase, that's just you buying something. That's a big difference. And that difference alone can change the game. Well, What makes that such a big thing? How can it change the game? Just think about it. The more your money you get to keep, the more your money you get to invest, the more your money you get to save, the more your money you get to compound, you get to add together. So if you go out and do a $20 purchase and you got $90, you keep 70. If you do that same thing the exact next week, that 70 just turns into 140. It's just double. Do that one more time, 210. Now let's say you got that $90 and you spend 60, you got $30 left. Do that same purchase the next week, it's 60. Your money is working less for you. Yeah, you can buy it, but you will have less. The object of the game is to start off losing less of your money as possible and putting up more so that way, hear me out now, your money works for you. Oh crap, I just let the secret out the box. Oh no, what is that, Pandora box? Did I open it? Yes, I did. You're welcome. I'm trying to show you guys dead weight. This is how I was able to afford my first home. Believe it or not, I literally penny pinched for 2 years. Well, why do you penny pinch for 2 years? Unlike most people, I'm not afraid to say it. I started off in debt. Yes, I had stuff in collections. My credit was not good. I'm an average person. I make mistakes. I didn't know. It wasn't my main priority at the time, when I was younger. But now it's a lot more important to me. But I was able to right those wrongs, paid off those collections, paid off all debt, learned what I can afford, and thus was able to save up a couple $1,000s to buy my first home. Now, I bought my first home with 3.5% down. It's so simple. It's so easy. Everybody can do it. Now, I've had my house for over a year now, and 2020 has been crazy. The equity in my house has went up. I've been making payments out to Kuzam, and now I own 20% of my home. And about a month to 2 months, I'm going to refinance it to get rid of the PMI. PMI, private mortgage insurance. And it's like an extra, I don't know, I think for me it's like between $70 and $90 extra on my house, my actual monthly bill. So I better remove that to get my note lowered down. It's gonna be great. And you know what happened when I lower my note down? It free up more of my money to why? Make my money work for me. So just imagine, I'm gonna be paying way less than what somebody's paying in an apartment here in Memphis. I don't know about you Californians and high dollar state people, but here in Memphis, I pay less than the average apartment. And once I refinance my home, I pay even less than that. So now I will be able to save even more money, so that way I can get my money to compound and work even more for me, so that way I can go out and buy a second home. That way I can reach my 6 figures. These are the things that you should be able to do and learn to do. Like, there's a lot of techniques out there, but this technique here is the technique of all techniques. Because it's hard for you to manage your spending and do all these things if you don't learn this. Because this right here, it leads into managing your expenses. Learning what you can buy and what you can afford. And by learning this technique here alone, you can easily be on the path to purchasing your first home quicker than you can possibly imagine. And I know what you're thinking, it's extremely hard. It is, but it's a lifestyle choice. And if this is something that you really want, you have to learn to do it. Sue me. Sue you. Sue everybody. But these are actual facts. Learn to live off less. Learn to find happiness in your progression in life. Learn to be okay that you don't have it and that you may not have the things that other people have because they're following their path in life and you're following yours. Now, I'm not saying you can not have to deprive yourself of ever getting everything you own. I'm just saying prolong it. You could make that $60 person. Just prolong it. The longer you can prolong it, the more your money has time to save up and compound. And then you can make that purchase. It's simple. It's just, don't just say, hey, I want something, and then go do it. Say, hey, I want something, and make plans to get said thing. It may take a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, but you made a plan, you followed through, and now you had said thing. Rome wasn't built overnight. You're not gonna become a millionaire overnight. Some people do, don't get me wrong. They're really, really lucky, but if you're that lucky, you might well be playing the lottery. If you're not, follow these simple steps and you can get to where you want to be quicker than you can ever imagine. And when you look back on it, you're gonna like, time flew by, and you be like, I'm glad I made these decisions. But that's what I gotta say about this. That's how I was able to get my home. These are what I do. And as you guys see, that's New Year's for you. But it's your boy Exia. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, but definitely like this page. Share this video so we can help as many people as possible 2021. And it's your boy Exia. And I'm out.